Hey guys, it's Jeremy with Dragon's Breath Glassworks. I'm working from my home right now. We don't have a show going on currently. I wanted to show you a couple things. My annealer's still coming up to temperature. The furnace is still coming up to temperature, but I wanted to take a moment to show you a couple quick things. A video I had posted, or some pictures I posted a while back, somebody asked how I made a particular color pattern. Sort of twisty, almost cane-like color pattern. It's not cane, but it has a lot of similar qualities. And somebody commented, oh, is it the old nail and powder technique? And it basically is, but I'll show you how that works for those of you who don't know how to do it. And there were some questions about how do you make that. So to give you an idea, this is sort of the pattern we're going to create. Pardon the air bubbles in here. This is one I pulled earlier, just to kind of show you, you get that same look of cane, but it's not cane. You can see maybe the cross section there. I'm going to show you how we do that. It's real simple. It's not good for things like blown pieces. It's fine for solid like mug handles or paperweights. You could maybe, if you do dense enough color, maybe pull cane that you can then pick up on a pastorelli and blow out, but I would imagine that it would most likely fade too much to really be useful. I'll put that to the test a little later. Has some crud on my pipe there. Now I'm not going to get a lot of glass here because I am not going to make a big mug handle. Get it really hot, and the simplest thing to do here is you can use powder. I like size 1/3, it's a little denser. Is you just kind of go straight up and down in that color, get a nice even gather. I'm going to melt that in and do it again. If you use powder, you can maybe get away with just doing it once if you're not going to stretch it very far and you don't really care about the color being super dense. I like for it, as I said, this is a little denser, but you do have to coat a couple times just to make sure everything is nice and fully covered. This also makes the color a bit more dense. Now it's a bit breezy today, so this should make working interesting. It is 50 degrees and windy in Florida today. It's still better than being up north where it's, you know, snowing and icy and cold. Now I smooth that out, and that color's come down the shaft a bit. That's okay, it's not ideal, but for what we're doing, it really doesn't matter. So to make this, the simplest thing to do is take a nail or a pick. In this case, I use this grill tool that I cut off and sharpened. That's what I use. And you just poke down. I'm going to do 3, 2 on the outside, 1 right in the center. You can use tools kind of like you would an implosion tool, right? That are already set up with a pattern that you can just stab all at once, and that works just fine. You can do that. I've got a couple that I'll show you that I've made that I haven't really tested yet. I'll give those a play later. They're real simple, just wood and a few nails. Once proof of concept is done, I'll weld something together. But for now, that should work. So I got it hot. I'm gonna pull it back on the Marver. That's what we start with. You see it's already starting to twist a little bit. The next key is to get the whole thing really, really hot. You've got a lot of inconsistencies in temperature here. The glass is closer to the pipe, is a little colder. Where you stab down, it's a different temperature. The tip's always going to be much hotter. So it's important to get a good stretch that your temperature is really even. And that's, I mean, when you're working with cane, it's the same way. The consistency of temperature throughout the glass is key. Now, I find it very helpful to cool the tip of the glass. And then I'll use my diamond shears to grab right there where I cooled, and I will start to twist. Now, if this were a mug handle, I would snip off the tip and then stick that directly to the glass and then twist from there. But as you can see, you get a very lovely sort of faux cane there. Now, I mean, really, it's a type of cane, but it's not going to work out well for blowing. It's such a thin amount of color. And yes, it's stretched over a short distance, but I really imagine if I were to try to blow that out, I would get very poor results from the stretch. But you get a really nice pattern there, and that works great for small bits. Handles and the like are what I find the most effective from that. So I had been asked about that, and that is how that works. So hopefully you guys found that helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. There will be some more videos for you to look at, over here-ish somewhere. So please watch those. Thanks, guys, and as always, enjoy glass blowing.